Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. It's Friday, TGIF. You know how much I love Fridays. And we are parting ways on this Friday with an awesome musical group, Moving Lines or Duo. I'll let them describe exactly what they do. Moving Lines is with us, the painters of music. I read that in your bio and what you wrote. I thought it was beautiful. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing today?
Good. We're great. How are you?
I am doing great. It's a
That's
great
good.
Friday. Got great lighting today, so we're in good shape. All right, so I was telling you before we went live that the audience loves to get to know you. So introduce yourselves, maybe talk a little bit about your musical journey and then how you came
Sure.
together.
Sure. So my name's Kevin, and I'm the multi-instrumentalist, I guess, in the band. So I play drums, guitar, bass, a little bit of keys, stuff like that. Do all the engineering and stuff in our studio here. Um, I've been doing sound and stuff like that since way back in the late '80s. So I just kind of took it upon myself to learn recording when it first became digital. I still had a 4 track, I guess, but musical journey wise, yeah, had some bands along the way. We did cover tunes. We still have a cover tune band, but we decided since COVID hit that we wanted to write some originals. So my wife and I, we decided, well, let's just do it. This is the perfect time to do it. And we just never had time to actually do it before. So I guess it just made sense to do it now. And we started with our first single in April called Dreams Will Never Die. And then a couple months later, we had a second single, City Lights, and we will have a third single this coming month here. So things
So
are looking
awesome.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's
it's so
so
exciting.
awesome. So what
Started.
about you, Jill?
Oh, hi. Yeah, well, I've always sang since I was little. I grew up in a family, with the kitchen players. Dad and everybody would come on over and play some music. Dolly Parton, Roy Rogers, and I was more like Aretha Franklin. And my brother dressed me up as Gene Simmons for kindergarten, if you can imagine that. Yeah, for
not not
Halloween.
not a normal day at school.
It was Halloween. Yeah, I'm like, well, this is me. So yeah. I've been in theater. I've done choirs. I actually just before COVID, I got a part to play in like a dream role in Jesus Christ Superstar. So, but hopefully that will happen eventually. But yeah, I've been singing my whole life, and yeah, we
And
started with some cover band.
how did you two connect?
Well,
Where was
we've
that
actually
connection?
went to school together, like from grade one on, and our families knew each other back in our hometown back in Saskatchewan. So we grew up together, and then things moved apart after graduation, so to say. And then I moved to out to BC, and it's when those social networks started coming into play. I just saw her on High Five, I think it was the one, and said, "Geez, I haven't talked to her in a long time." And then yeah, we kind of met up a couple times, and we never really pursued the music thing, so to say. It wasn't kind of a thing right at the beginning, but I was playing with some bands and stuff like that, just having fun in the local bar scene, I guess. But yeah, but we've been together since 2005. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, so it's been a while, and we're just getting to the music now.
Yeah, we're just
What's it
finding.
like? What's it like to collaborate? What's it like to be married and work together and also collaborate on music? Because I know a lot of songwriters, it's a very personal thing. Do you think it makes it easier that you all are together, or what's that process look like for you?
Well, I mean, ever since we met, we are that typical soul couple, right? So in the beginning, I'd pick up the phone to call him, and there was no dial tone. He was just on the phone. So we have that kind of a connection. Actually, a funny story is one of the songs that we wrote. Kevin was, because we're in a split level, right? So he was downstairs writing an instrumental, and I was upstairs, and I wrote the words for the song. And I came down and I'm like, hey, honey, whatever you're doing, I have words. And he's like, what? And in a few hours, we wrote a song. So that's how we collaborate.
Yeah,
I love
the
it.
collaboration process is great because I mean we can just sit in our own studio here at any time that we really want and just kind of write stuff and get stuff going. So I mean it beats the old days of going to the studio, which I've done before. You book some time, That costs a lot of money though. So I mean, doing it yourself is always super rewarding, and I always like to learn new things. And I've been recording for a while, but still, there's things that are changing all the time. So the
Yeah, and
process is
you're in
great, though,
control. You're in
Yeah,
control,
it's fun.
which is
Yeah,
nice, especially
yeah,
when it's your music. So tell them about your music. How would you describe the genre of music that you enjoy performing and writing and giving up to the world?
yeah.
Well, I guess I would say that we are rock inspired.
80s rock inspired
80s
mostly.
rock inspired, and we don't say actually that because we take anything from blues to jazz, even all the way over to metal, and we meld it all together. Like we say, we paint a picture in your head, like we're painting that musical art for you to see in your head, right?
Yeah.
So
And tell a story at the same time. You know, I think we got some good lyrics going on that people can relate to everyday things that may be going on in their lives. But yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you get emotional when you are performing a song you wrote? Does it bring you back to whatever you were feeling or thinking at that moment when you're actually performing?
Oh yeah, I've had that lots of times. Yeah, I mean, even if a song comes on the radio, I'd be like, oh, I remember that time, you know, where so and so over there or whatever. Yeah, that's what music does to you, though, right? It brings back memories, and be it good or bad memories, it's a memory nonetheless. But they do. Yeah.
So tell me what you're going to perform. I am excited for this. This is your first single that you released in April, I think you said, right?
That is correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is, and it's
So
Dreams Will
tell
Never
us.
Die. There's a cool story behind it. It's basically a story about how my parents met, and everyone has that story. They're like, oh, how did your parents get together? And basically, they saw each other on the street in a little small town in Saskatchewan, and she ended up going down to the States, and he had found out, and he went all the way down to the States and proposed to her, and they were married there. So
wow,
the song is the whole story about how my parents met, and then the last part is my story. So we threw it all in one song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, take it away.
All right, here we go.
Line.
Yeah, yeah. It's the story of a girl next door. Oh, I know you've heard it all before. Dreaming of a world, a place I could be, oh, someone would care for me. Never thought my life would change at all. Stand down, say
God, that was so good.
Thank you.
Oh my God, it was so good. I secret out. You probably don't know this, but I take myself off mainly because what if you're bad? And my face won't give it away. So that is not this case at all. That was so good. Immediately, I got the sense of like heart. The very heart. Melissa Etheridge just got a lot of power in your voice, Jill, and it's on a lower range than I was expecting. I just thought it was so good, and I got so into the guitar. I love the longer interlude or whatever musicians call it, the song where I got to hear Kevin play. That was also very cool. I love that song. I smiled the whole time. I did not even didn't look at my phone once. It was really good.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, so tell them how they can support you, how they can download, buy your music, your merch, whatever it is you're touring. What's the best way for them to find out how?
Yeah, so you can visit our website, movinglines.ca. We are Canadian, so here we go, .ca. You can find our music, though, on any of the streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Deezer. We do have some merch coming that'll be available. Not sure when we're going to get the store up online, but you'll be able to purchase merch. But right now, you can purchase it if you see us at a live show. That's the only place right now, but we're working on getting something going for our website as well.
But we got some koozies, you're Canadian, so you gotta have some to keep your beer
Cooler.
You do.
priority, right?
All right, I love it. You guys are a joy. Moving Lines, creatives like this need our support. 2021 is better, but we're all facing some crazy uncertainties coming up. So get behind creatives like Moving Lines. Jill and Kevin, it was a joy to have you on. Go to movinglines.ca, and everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.